Hi everyone, welcome to the last block of talks for today and the conference. My duty today is pretty easy. Gregory would like to introduce himself, so right away, over to you, Gregory.
Thank you, Christoph. I'm Greg Hitz, the CTO and co-founder of Ion Storage Systems. I've been working on high-impact technologies my entire career from the R&D and manufacturing side. And this company, I've been working on this technology for the past 10 years. We spun off as a company in 2019, took our first seed investment. And I've been lucky to be joining together my two passions for research and development and for manufacturing. So I'm going to take you through kind of how we see the large scale growth of batteries and how Ion can play a part of that. Our company is Ion. Our tagline is "Better batteries, no compromises." Because one thing we saw was that every next generation battery that was coming down the line, there was always an apology that came with the battery. We thought that was unacceptable. Talking to customers, we've designed a battery that really is better in every way. So to kind of look at the big picture, I think we're all here because whether it's electric vehicles or net zero, grid energy production with battery, load shifting and backup, this is what we're working towards. And there's some pretty, there's everybody's got different targets, but to throw some out there, $60 per kilowatt hour is a battery that would be beating an internal combustion engine on cost. If the White House has set a 50% automotive electrification by 2030 goal, and if you do the math on that with a 50 kilowatt hour battery pack on all those vehicles, that's about 2.5 terawatt hours per year of production of just for electric vehicles, and that's not even touching the installed capacity for grid storage, which to get to net zero, the estimates are around 140 terawatt hours. So that's that's what we're moving towards to enable this future. And so we are a startup company, but we're also looking to how how batteries are going to progress and what the world needs to actually achieve these goals. And so as we look at that, there's some big challenges. First of all, that EV goal alone would require just about a third of the world's nickel production in 2021. It require almost double the world's nickel production of cobalt. So that, and I know that everyone's working on low cobalt cathodes, but they tend to boost the nickel. So this is something that even if it were possible, the prices would skyrocket. And we've actually already seen those prices start to increase. And it's going to get worse and worse as this industry scales. And then we look at cost and safety. To me, is you want to keep your customers safe, but safety is a cost issue. The Chevy Bolt recall, not to pick on GM, they're an absolutely amazing manufacturer, but even GM with some of the best sales in the world from LG Chem had a huge recall, $2 billion. That's $190 per kilowatt hour just in the recall. So that's a far cry from 60 kilowatt hours of cell production. The entire world's production in 2020 was just under half a terawatt hour, which means that it needs to grow significantly. And one implication of that is that if the industry is growing 10 or 20x, that also means that the number of people in the industry are going to be growing, and the projections by 2030 are about 10 times more battery experts, personnel, workers. The people who are actually designing and making and implement and selling these batteries, we're going to need 10 times the number of people. And we are training engineers in universities and in companies, but at the same time, that means that as this industry grows, 90% of our employees are going to be very green. So that's an issue that we need to start looking towards today and start solving. And then, in solving all of these problems, many of us look to technology. And obviously, as a startup, we have a technology that we see solves many of these problems. And but like I said, these next generation technologies all come with compromises. And I kind of want to talk about what some of those compromises are and how we at Ion are solving them. So to first address the gorilla in the room, lithium-ion is the technology of the day. It's an absolutely amazing technology, and it's running the